been around and know what I'm saying. So it's not a fan base, man. You know, look at club. You know what I mean? You either with it or you're not with it.
Here's to the story. That's Rodney's story. Big up to Duaz. In Jamaica, there are two things I believe that exist. The average Jamaican can't swim, and the average Jamaican is afraid of heights. Personally, I don't think we've been socialized, a lot of us, to swim. Maybe a lot of people have learned to swim simply because they attended high schools with swimming pools. And most high schools don't have a swimming pool. I don't think a lot of people have invested in swimming lessons. Truth is, I also believe that fear, generationally as well, has caused this because while your grandparents wanted you to learn to swim, your parents say, well, them can't swim and them afraid for you to learn to swim, and it just keeps going on and on in a cycle. So, we love beach. Oh yeah, man, we'll go river all day long, up to our waist. Yeah, you see the whole sea full as far as the eye can see, with everybody waist high, tops, that's it. Or some people just enjoy looking at the beach. But maybe it is a cultural thing. If you go into the deep parts of rural Jamaica, a lot of people tell you they learn to swim because somebody just push them off and them just learn by nature or by desperation or whatever, I don't know. And repeated efforts make them work it out. But honestly, I don't think the average Jamaican can swim. And that's something that we probably need to fix. As for heights, culturally, socially, we don't have a whole heap of tall buildings in Jamaica. We really don't. And a lot of these tall buildings, we don't generally access the top floors and use the elevators to go way up in them anyway. Half of the time you go in an elevator with anybody in Jamaica, you're guaranteed to find people who say, buildings with 6 floors, 7 floors, 8 floors. You're going to hear somebody tell you, say, Lord Jesus, I can't manage it. Or them holding on because they're scared, especially elevators where they can see outside. Let's use Pegasus as an example. The average person goes into the lobby, go into a ballroom, or going downstairs outside to the pool area. A lot of people don't need to go all the way up to the 17th floor. And maybe if they go one time, that's it. Bank of Jamaica, most people will go on the ground floor. People don't have reason to go to the top. So, even in hotels, a lot of the time in Jamaica, people go, and how many times them go to hotels that require them to be going into these elevators that just keep going and going and going. So, only the people who probably over the years live overseas and have no choice than to always use these systems. I tell you something else, Jamaican people not really so kosher with neither. Only people when I used to escalator. So, when the time come and them buck up on an escalator, the good old moving stairs, worse, if I one of them will go way up. So, fear is learned and taught. Some of us just have a way to just, yeah. But that's just my opinion. I don't think the average Jamaican can swim. And I think the average Jamaican afraid of it. You can laugh about it or take it seriously or both. But you tell me what you think. Here's to the story. That's Rodney's story.